Hi everybody, Alex Employee here from Expert Forex, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing the progress from week 2 to week 3 that I'm going through as I follow the proprietary trading course that is available in our paid forum. So this is actually a training video for that course. Now, as the slide says, in week 2 I experienced a 75% improvement in success rate as a result of changes I made to the results that I experienced in week 1. And that has been discussed in previous videos, but I'll show you a bit of that. As a result of that, I am setting up for week 3, which has already started and is already trading. So let's go on and have a look at the progress. The process to become a proprietary trader is actually very simple. You create set files, you test those set files, and then you create a portfolio of great settings that you then can use to create simulated qualification tests. And you'll see I'm sort of in between all of these areas at the same time. I'm moving into the simulated qualification test right now. Now, to get up to date where I am, this is the last video that I produced. It's the Building Powerful Day Trading Strategies, and that's what I did after week 1 of the trading. Please go and watch this video if you want to catch up on where we are. This is a follow-on of that video. So here's my progress report, and if you haven't watched the previous videos, this might look a lot complicated, but I will just go through them one by one. I'm basically testing 22 settings of using various currencies, and I'm using the FTMO platform for 10 of them and IG platform for 12 of them. I'm recording the daily results because this is day trading, recording the daily results as achieved by the various settings that have been applied to these currencies. And the first week was not a great week. There was only an overall success rate of 20%, and there was a loss of 1.5% of the account. Now, part of the process that I'm going through here is to firstly control my losses. So I have incurred a 20% success rate, and yet I have kept my losses for this portfolio to 1.5%. Which is part of the reason why I'm doing this, is I want to learn the skills of controlling losses when trading portfolios. The other thing is, why am I trading 22? It's not that I'm expecting all 22 to produce fantastic results. The whole idea is to test a lot of settings so that we can identify the winners and, more importantly, the losers. Because as a result of the 2 weeks trading, I have now decided on my 10 best currencies, and I'm going to roll those into the next week, which is week 3, and start trading portfolios. So this is part of the testing process. So week 1 didn't go too well, but then if you watch those videos that I spoke about earlier, we did an analysis of week 1's result. We looked at the charts, found areas of improvement. The main improvement is that our day target was too low, and in general it increased from 300 to 500, and that made the difference for the next week. And there were a few other changes we made in terms of the time of day adjustments. The time of day adjustments was slightly out, and we refined that. And just by making those 2 main changes, we increased success rate from 20% to 35%. Now remember, again, we looking at a huge portfolio of 22 currencies. This is a test portfolio, so don't judge the overall trading by that success rate. But the principle is that we increased the success rate by 75% by making those changes, by looking at the charts. Now, I've done the same thing for this week. I've looked at the charts. I said, where did I make a mistake? Where could I have improved? And that type of thing. And we are rolling those improvements into week 3. but the results for week 2 were a loss of only 0.2%. Not bad. Again, what I've also done is I said, what if we take the best results? And the best results were actually quite nice. They're almost a 2% gain. And the best results for the first week was only a 1% gain. So again, we're going in the right direction here, and this is enough information for me to now choose a short list of 10 settings that I want to use for my next portfolio. And here they are, and I'm using the set files from week 2 in most cases, except for 2 of them I'm still using week 1's set files. Okay, so let's go and have a look at my strategy for testing this week, and also my portfolios that I've created to use in the proprietary trading test. So here we go. So this week my testing strategy is going to be, firstly, I'm going to test the best settings for the first 2 weeks. I'm going to test the 10 best. So I've created an account of $100,000, and I'm going to be testing those for the next 2 weeks. Again, after week 1, I'm going to look at the results and make changes where possible. But already I'm working with the best results that I have achieved in those first 2 weeks. So there we are. Then I've added a few more portfolios. The one portfolio is I've done some of my own optimization for with a trend and against the trend trades. I've created another portfolio of 10 settings that I want to test in that portfolio, and there we are. And so I am trading another 10 settings there. Then I've started looking at a very interesting approach. One of the approaches in trading is that if you can create very smooth equity charts, it means that the settings are more robust and are more likely to repeat over time. So what I've done is I've gone into the settings provided in our paid forum. You can also look at the settings in our free forum, and I've just basically looked for very smooth equity charts, and this is basically how I've chosen the settings for the trend trader. I've got an account for the trend trader, and I've got an account for the make money day trader based on smooth equity charts. So we're going to see how those results pan out. But just to give you an idea, here are the equity charts that I've chosen for the trend trader. You can see that's a fairly smooth one, fairly smooth, reasonably smooth, a little bit jumpy, that one. And then you get with the continuous trading, you get these really smooth equity charts. And I have used them. So the idea is, if you have a portfolio like this, you have some higher risk ones that get offset against the more steady ones, and therefore the portfolio as a whole should not have a large drawdown, and should, because I'm using the best equity charts for this portfolio, the portfolio should perform reasonably well. So that's the trend trader, and I've done the same thing for the make money day trader. The make money day trader does not have a continuous version, so I have just gone for the 15-minute version of that, and you can see the equity charts are quite smooth, and by putting them all in one portfolio, hopefully they will compensate each other, where the one has a drawdown, the other one will have success, and so on. So I'm quite excited about these portfolios, the smooth equity chart portfolios. We'll see in a week's time whether it's worked or not, and if it has worked very well, we'll roll it into the next week. Now these portfolios are already trading. As you can see, I've got 4 accounts open there. Let me just set them out a little bit better, and they are trading away using those strategies that I've just mentioned. And if I open this one, for instance, you can see there are 10 strategies currently trading, and on a 100,000 account, and here's one here, 10 strategies currently trading. So I have set them up. I can identify the profitability of each currency, which is very important when you're doing this kind of trading. And here's the one with only 5. There it's trading away. It hasn't started trading yet, and the times must probably are slightly later. And here is the last one, also 10 settings being traded. So I've set up for the next week. Let's see how the next week goes. Now, the thing with proprietary trading is you have to experiment and build confidence in your ability to pass the proprietary trading requirements, and that's what I'm building up here. I already have confidence in my ability to control drawdowns. Very important. That is the one skill a proprietary trader has to have, and that is to control drawdowns. And as you can see, I've controlled the drawdowns pretty well in the first 2 weeks, and that's mainly what I've been focusing. I haven't been focusing on profitability, because profitability will come automatically once you've got the skill of controlling drawdowns, because with drawdown control requires precise lot sizing or position sizing, and that's what I'm doing. The fact that I've had very low drawdowns might mean that my lot sizing is too low, and I can increase that. So if I have positive strategies, then that will have the knock-on effect in terms of profitability. But drawdowns is what you need to control, and that's what the course is focusing on right now. So please watch my video next week, and when I go through the results of these 4 portfolios, and we'll see what we can learn from this exercise. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.